Hey everyone, it's Emil Ross here and welcome back to the Martial Consulting channel. In today's video I'm gonna show you a way on how you can get more students for your martial arts school. I've basically recorded a clip on my PC on Miro that I'm gonna show you now. And if you find this video helpful, obviously leave a like and we're gonna cut into the clip now. See you later. Alright, so welcome to the clip where I'm gonna explain you what these two words have to do with your student acquisition for your martial arts school. So let's straight up get into this. So first of all, you might be familiar with these words, you might not be familiar, it doesn't really matter for these videos, I'm gonna explain it now either way. Process switch is basically when you, for example, start a karate school and then 3 months later you're not getting any students, so you just switch to, for example, jiu-jitsu classes because you are also able to jiu-jitsu and karate. You're a sensei in both of these martial arts. Or you basically switch from, I don't know, one CRM to another CRM to science students, whatever it might be, or for your dojo, whatever it might be. You basically like just make a quick conscious switch, if we could just say like this. Process drift, on the other hand, is something when you're making a change in a system over a short period of time. So let me explain this. So let's say we have an island here, and you live on this island alone, for argument's sake. And then this is you. Yeah, you look a little bit disabled, but anyways. And then you basically have like a pipeline that gives you food, shelter, everything you basically need to have to live on this island. Pretty simple. It just gives you everything you need to survive. So let's say you have this pipeline, you live on this island, everything is going well. But so let's say after a couple of months, the food is getting less and less and less and less. But the change is so steady. Let's say it changes over like the course of 6 months. You get like 1,000 calories less in food each month. I know it's like a weird metaphor to use here, but I think it gets the point down. And so you don't really notice this. Like maybe you at some point you feel like, I have a little bit less food, but you're used to it. And so you get less and less and less and less food until you die. Obviously, before you die, you will notice it, etc. It's obvious, but it's just to drill this point home here. I know it's a weird metaphor to use, but like let me explain this a little more. Or let's say, for example, here's like a, what do you call it? Here's like a box of water, and you're basically set into this box of water. Let's draw you in here. I think because this is a little bit easier to explain it like this. Let's say with some water here. All right. Let's say the water is currently pretty hot. So let's warm, cold. Sorry for that. We're not gonna cut that out. Full transparency on here. So let's say you're sitting in here inside of this cold water, and over time, the water is getting. Let's just draw this out here. Hot. Over time. So it's not straight up getting hot, it's getting hot over time. So you're sitting in this cold water, it's getting warmer and warmer and warmer, and you don't really notice it. Like you're used to it, and at some point it's extremely hot. And you're then sitting in extremely hot water. But let's say you would go straight up into this hot water without without being set in, without it gradually going higher beforehand. Then you will obviously be like, well, that's hot, I'm not gonna go inside of here. And now you might be like, well, Emil, what does this weird island with food and this weird hot water example, whatever it might be, have to do with my dojo and with me acquiring new students for my dojo? Well, it's the same thing with your dojo. Let's say you have a predictable way to get new students for your dojo through, for example, Facebook advertisements, and you're basically spending, I don't know, $10 to get one student in, or to get one lead, and then your conversion rate for each lead is like, I don't know, 10%. So you have 10 leads, one lead sides up after free trial, for argument's sake, on here. Doesn't matter if it's realistic or not right now. So you basically have a steady system, and then you are basically, if you're spending whatever amount per day, that amount away from having the dojo with whatever amount of students you want to have, or basically filling up your entire dojo. Let's, for argument's sake, say you have also a good lead follower process, etc., all of that. Let's just keep it simple here. But you think like after like a couple of weeks, it's going good, but you think like, well, I want more, I want more. So you try out TikTok ads, and you switch from Facebook ads to TikTok ads, and then TikTok ads, they kind of work, but your lead cost goes a little bit up here and there, but sometimes it's a little bit lower, and you think like, well, let's start Facebook ads again, and then you change a little bit around, then you maybe think, well, let's start Google ads as well, and then you're constantly switching around variables, and then before you can see it, your lead cost is at an average of $20 on whichever advertisement platform you're using then. And so this is process drift. So you've basically changed your system gradually. You don't even notice it, but at this point you're constantly switching around advertisement platforms, and your lead cost went up. But instead, if you would just have stick to Facebook advertisements for example, these 6 months that you change around now, you would have easily acquired one student at $10. One lead at $10, sorry. So um, it's not complicated to acquire new students. It's just that most people fall under this category into process drift. So they're changing their system over time, because business, or especially for martial arts schools, is simple. It's like not hard to grow martial arts school to 6 or 7 figures. It's just that most people are just fucking around with their systems to straight up face the elephant in the room. And so what you can take away from this video is, don't fall into this trap of process drift. So when you have a system that works, stick to it. Don't change it. When you find something that works, maybe do more of it, but don't change it around. Don't feel like, well, I want a lot now, and then you're having a lot in 1 month, and then you're having less the other month. So it's just going up and down, and it's just you can't really grow a dojo like this, if you get my point, right? So if you have a system that works, do more of it, and don't change around all the time. Don't fall into this trap here of processor, whatever the fuck I was drawing here now. Anyways, that's everything for today's video. If you want more students, you can click the first link in the description. I don't care if you do so or not. It's a video of me explaining what we do. It's a sales funnel. Aside from that, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.